How proud were you to see the country get themselves together, get up and get out and say, no, this is not what we want?
It was an extraordinary moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Size does matter.
Yeah. Correct.
And to know, Whoopi, that this was taking place not only in large cities, but in small towns all over America. I think it was something like 26,000 different rallies.
Yeah.
And more people came out to say no to Trumpism than in any single day in the history of America. And we should all be very proud of that.
Yeah.
And can we talk a minute about your Republican colleagues and their reaction to these protests? So they've been pretty dismissive. In fact, they've not been dismissive. It's really gotten under their thin little skin. And Mike Johnson was calling it a hate America rally. Trump called protesters whacked out and put out that video we showed earlier, dumping sewage on them. Coming on the heels of White House Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt, who called Democrats' main constituency are made up of Hamas terrorists, illegal aliens, and violent criminals. You know, I'm so old, I remember when they had a cow over Hillary Clinton calling some of Trump supporters deplorables, but somehow calling Democrats Hamas, illegal aliens, and violent criminals is okay. Do you think this is performative, or do you think this is actually how they feel about their fellow Americans who happen to be Democrats?
I think they are fomenting hatred. When you have the Speaker of the House say this is a hate America rally, why did people come out? They came out to defend the Constitution of the United States.
Right.
All right? To defend the basic freedoms. To say to Donald Trump, you know what? You cannot send the military into Portland, Oregon. You cannot take people off the street with masked men, throw them into vans, and deport them to South Sudan. You can't go after the media, right? To intimidate the media, to intimidate law firms, to intimidate universities. That is not what this country is about. You know what? And I said this in my speech. Millions of men and women throughout the history of this country, going way back when, have put their lives on the line to defend freedom. And freedom means you disagree with me, that's fine. You want to run against me, that's called democracy. But we will not give more and more power to one person who in my mind is a megalomaniac, who is a pathological liar. All right? That is not what this country is about. And that is what the No Kings rally was, to my mind, saying.
We see Bernie Sanders still standing and talking about the beautiful bills. That Trump beautiful bills in order to certify, bring down the tax for millionaires, end up traumatize the 15 million people are going to lose their health insurance. Why you see 50,000 people are going to die every year. Why you have those one on premium, they are going to have their price is going to be triple their price. So what is the American society becoming? What are we telling the community? So there's no space for the average man. So there will be space for the rich people, but there will not be space for the low-paid job people. So what are we telling the United States into? So he was just asking that. That's the reason that we see people are fighting. People are not wanting to know what is happening. So I want to see this shutdown end tomorrow. Same bandits, Bernie Sanders way on government shutdown and call Trump beautiful bill, one of the worst piece of legislation passed in modern history. So that's why people are fighting, because the beautiful bill is the one causing all this. 15 million people are going to lose their insurance. So it's going to be devastated. 50,000 people are going to die every year. So if you look at it, the shutdown wording bit is affecting other people negatively. Some people have been having the federal workers don't have money. No one is paying them for the moment, and you see they are going hungry. They are Many things are happening. You see them in the food bank, standing on the line and asking for food. So what exactly do you in such a scenario can be done to solve the situation? So what will you say about that? Looking at everything that is happening, looking at everything, Bernie Sanders is saying that although the shutdown is not a good one because it affects the life of good people, the federal worker, but on the other hand, if they just give up, 15 million people are going to lose their insurance. Then 50,000 people actually will die every year because of no insurance. And then 50,000 people die every year, right? Then you have those people also who are not they are going to increase their premium very, very high. So they are trying to solve situation, make America a better place because of one, you call it a lousy, they call it beautiful bill. So what exactly do you think? Do you think that the Republicans are fighting to just say, okay, let's just allow it, Donald Trump should just say, okay, let me just sign it, it's okay? Or do you think that the Democrats should put more pressure because they don't want people to die? The after effect is too much that they are going to be losing citizens. What exactly do you think can be solved such a scenario, such a situation? What do you think will solve such a situation? Can I see your own opinion on the comment section? How can they come to a common understanding to help everyone, that everyone will be satisfied and happy? What do you think? Can I see your own opinion on the comment section? Thank you very much for watching. If you have not subscribed, they help subscribe and help share my video. God bless you. The women in the view talk about Saint Bernie Sanders, that he talked about the no protest rally that was being made. According to you, it was an extraordinary movement, and see some Republicans are fomenting hatred with critics of the rally. They also talk about why people came out. He talked about that they came out to defend the Constitution of the United States. According to Sanders, Bernie Sanders, to him personally, he wasn't supporting what Trump was saying. To him, basically, you know that Mike Johnson, example, is this shutdown that's happening? You could see how people are desperate. Somebody just say, you know what, for the sake of the people who are hungry, for the sake, I don't want people, things are increasing, prices are skyrocketing. Even deporting people, the lot of not job is also affecting. You will be thinking there will be so much job. Instead, it's affecting the American population. Even the Americans themselves don't have job. It's inflation. A lot of stuff are happening. So what will you say about it? Can I see your own comment on the? Can I see your own comment? Your own opinion on the comment section. Thank you very much for watching. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe and share the video. God bless you.